All right, so let's look at another transformation problem. This one I'm going to do absolute value. So absolute value of x plus 3. And again, the stuff in black is like what's in HAWX, and you have to like click yes or no and enter the information. So first you have to identify the base or the parent function. So of the 4 that are in 4, 3, the square root, the x squared, x cubed, and absolute x, which does this most resemble? Most resembles the absolute value of x, which means it's going to have that V shape, right? So I'm looking for additions and subtractions. So do I add or subtract anything? Yes, I add 3. All right, so I've got some kind of shift of 3. Is it inside of my absolute value or outside of the absolute value? Because it's inside, that means I'm changing x values and it's a horizontal shift. All right, so it's a horizontal shift of 3, but the direction, so horizontal is opposite. So remember back when I did the motivation for the transformations, we showed that subtracting something moved it to the right. So this is going to be 3 in the left direction, because if I'm going to add 3 back in, then this x value needs to be smaller so that when I add 3 it goes back to 0. So if I want 0 inside of here, well, negative 3 plus 3 is 0, meaning I had to make the x value smaller. So it's actually moving to the left. So anything that's inside is the opposite. Okay, I don't add anything else, so there's no other shifts, so no vertical shifts. Stretches, I'm looking for multiplications. I don't have any multiplying, so I don't have stretches, and I similarly don't have any reflections because I don't multiply by anything. Okay, great. So I actually have anchor point, the table here. I'm going to show both techniques. So my anchor points are -1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. Remember that this is just me calculating the base function or the parent function at certain points, right? That's all that is. So I start at this. And because I know that this is linear, it's pretty easy for me to draw a whole bunch of it. Okay, so I start like this. This is my ooh, there we go. Absolute value of x. My transformation is I shift to the left 3. So I pick up each point and I move it left 1, 2, 3. So this one is at x equals 1. If I move it left, it becomes 1, 2, 3, x equals -2. This one moves left 1, 2, 3, and this one 1, 2, 3. All right, so there's my x plus 3 absolute value. Now, if you were just going to do the anchor points, just manipulating the anchor points, which is the same thing that you're doing with the graph, it's just some people like to think of it algebraically, and some people like to think of it as graphically. So I have to do a horizontal shift to the left 3. That's my transformation. So if it's a horizontal shift, y is not going to change. Since I need to move to the left, I'm going to have to subtract 3 from everything. So -1 minus 3 is -4. 0 minus 3 is -3. 1 minus 3 is negative 2. So the points I would plot would be this last column right here, negative 4, 1, negative 3, 0, negative 2, 1. And those are the same points that we got by doing it graphically.